in any walk of life. No, I can't understand the mentality behind cheating in a game. It's against the AI. If it was just purely against the AI, I wouldn't have any issue with that. But when it's against other players, player versus player stuff. If you cheat against the AI, you're just cheating yourself from the game experience, really. But if you're doing it just to do something different and have fun, I have no problem with that, or I don't care about that, I should say. But yeah, but when it's against other players in PvP stuff, that's really bad because you're not, you're cheating yourself. You're not showing off any particular skill. You're just showing that you can cheat better than the next person. And you're ruining it for a lot of other people as well. Thing is, though, people also, when they're new to these games, or they don't understand how some of these games work, and World of Tanks is a very good example of this, people get killed through not understanding the game mechanics, or not understanding where to go on a map, or just what happens. And then they instantly go, cheaters, hackers, it's all full of cheats, it's all full of aimbots and everything else. And in some cases, those games are. But in some cases, it's just down to players' inexperience. Illusory Thrall, hi, how's it going? How's the village going? The village is coming on quite well. I've hit a wall with the grind towards the mine. And I think I just need to build loads more stuff. Some of which I can be bothered with and some I can't. It's probably been about 10 streams now. I'll show you what the situation was. You probably know the same thing. I don't know if you've unlocked the mine yet. Oh, we're nearly there. We're going to do it today then. Okay. To go from the woodshed to the mine so I can automate the ore gathering. It's 2,500 XP. And it's taken me hours and hours and hours of building to get there. But other than that, things are going fine. And this is a little farmstead I've set off down here with 4 houses, some sheep and some cows. And then the main village is off down that road. Those are some temporary workers' houses, seasonal workers. And then beyond there is the main village. I'll give you a look through when we head back in that direction. Yeah, Indigo, that is the rule of competitive game. If you get killed, it's not due to you. It's because the other player was cheating, clearly. I don't like anti-cheat mechanisms either, because they're there for a purpose, obviously. And it's a shame that they have to be there. But quite often they mess up other aspects of your game or your computer. Same like anti-piracy measures like Denuvo, which stopped quite a few games being played recently when their domain wasn't renewed and things like Guardians of the Galaxy wouldn't work. We didn't get that done. We have to come back and finish that one off, so that's okay. Right, let's travel back. I'll pick up another hammer, so I've got one spare. We're so close to getting that mine. Actually, that's going to be quite an achievement if I get that mine unlocked today. You're really close to the woodshed too? You're scared to see how long it takes to get to the mine? I'd like to see if I could go back on the streams and see where it was when I got that mine. It would be very interesting because it was it's got to be... What part are we on now? How many hours have I put into this? Does it tell me if I go to save the game how many hours this is in or not? It does not. Well, year 8, I suppose. I don't know. It was a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Golden rule in competitive gaming, it's always lag's fault. Yes. It's quite funny. You hear a lot of people complaining about that when they're streaming it. It's not so bad when you're just playing by yourself, but if somebody's watching and you get killed... Oh, it lagged out for a moment there. You're going to have a big bag of excuses ready. Right, so I'll put that away for now. Oh, I need a hammer, don't I? Get me a big hammer. Do I want 2? Yeah, I'd better take 2. Better take 2. So, this is the rest of the village. We're in the middle of beautifying it. This is the work area where we've got there's Hunter's Lodge, excavation, smithy, herbalists. Yeah, 2 sewing shacks, in fact. And then we get down to there's storage, the barn, kitchen, food store, and then the village itself with a stable at the back and a pigsty. Because we like the pig water to flow downhill into the well. It gives it that little bit of earthy flavour, I find. And then this is going to be, it's a mess at the moment, this is going to be the village square when I get a tavern unlocked, if I ever get a tavern unlocked. We'll clear all this undergrowth, put some tables down, and just make it look nice. Oh, and the market stall, which in fact, I think we're pretty close to getting. What's that under? Is it under production? Oh, well, I'm not that close to getting it, but yes, it's under production. Right, it's weird to think that everything I've made in the game in these 8 years has got me to this point here. And then I've still got to do nearly as much again to get to the market stall, and then more again to get to the workshop 3. And this is a lot of production, which will hopefully have staff do for us. Hammer time. We do need to make some stuff, yeah. What should we build? What should we make? We've got people in the new houses. I could upgrade them. I could put some fences in. I should have lots of sticks. I don't think I had to go and see anyone instantly. Oh, have they not mined? Have they not farmed this? I do not trust my farmers to do a job with the important stuff. I'll do it myself. That felt like a long time to take a bath there. We go grab a scythe. Just one. I don't intend to do too much of this now. The farming XPs come really easy because we've got huge, great big fields. But it's the production, because like grinding out baking and stuff is quite slow anyway. And the NPC crafters don't make a huge amount of that sort of stuff. So that's been slow to do. But the farming's gone really, really fast too. And this helps. Doing huge fields. With the perk that gives you extra XP and extra resources as well. I don't know why I'm growing poppies. I just had some poppy seeds and I put them in. There's no particular use for them. I'll put that away. We can get a big stack of cabbages and onions picked, which I might as well do. I'll go and put them in the food store to rot because I don't have a use for them at the moment. I wonder if I can get all the onions in one go as well before I get overloaded. I suspect not. No, I don't think so. Shall I come back for them or shall I try and do it? What's it going to do? Let me see. I might be able to just manage it. If the horse can take me. I think I was growing these originally because they look like a good ingredient for making soups and stews. But I've kind of stopped bothering in the cooking side of it anyway. I've got 2 chefs on at the moment trying to produce food for us, but it doesn't seem to be really worth the effort to produce those sort of dishes. Horse MVP. I'm tempted to get a donkey. We can get an extra stable and get a donkey just so that we can carry extra stuff. I think that would be quite cool. Pebbles, come here. To the food store. So the village looks quite cool. If I put a few fences around some of these fields as well, I think it'll look quite nice. In fact, we might go and do that now to get me, hopefully, the last bit of building XP that I need for the mine. And that'll definitely be a game changer. Right, let me put in 292 cabbages, 300 onions. And I'll remove... Yeah, they're making quite a bit of white bread. It's good that they're making it. A couple of white breads to feed myself on. The rest can just rot down. Look at the amount of meat I've got. That's mostly just from... Well, it is just from hunting. But unless I set up another kitchen, I can't possibly hope to produce or use all the meat. I do have 2 hunters, which is probably a bit overkill, but... Do we have sufficient food, actually? I go to management. Wood. Plenty. Water. Plenty. Food. Yeah, well, there's plenty in there. Workers, 30 out of 31. That suggests somebody's not working. Eswalda, who could be put to work in fishing. She's in production. Okay. She's going into crafting then. What should we set her to? Let's have a look at the buildings that I need. You can salt the meat to preserve it. So, yeah, the food, making the meat into dishes doesn't really preserve it very much. But you salt it, yeah, that does last longer. However, things only rot at the end of a season anyway. So whether you had 1-day seasons, which would be crazy, I don't know if you can even have that, or 10-day seasons, it only degrades at the end of the season and by the same amount. So there's no real need to salt it to preserve it. But you can salt it and it does last longer, and then you can make other dishes out of the salted meat as well. But at the moment, there's no need to, because food is so easily produced as it is. What's the sewing hut 2 run out of? They've run out of wool, and they're also making simple bags. There'll be more wool come the sheep shearing time, I suspect. I'll leave it on that because they'll probably just need a stack of 8 to make it. It'll have used it all up. But we're getting more sheep, so it's coming. I hope. I haven't actually looked at the production for the sheep. I'll check that out whilst we're looking at this. There's the fold. Production is on. Right, so it's only making less than 8 wool a day anyway. Yes, that's not great. It's almost like I'd be better off turning that into wool myself. It's much quicker. Keep seeing streamers do 30-day seasons. Really? Why would you do a 30-day season? I mean, I suppose it's not even realistic, but it's closer to realism. But, I mean, you'd be waiting ages for your crops to grow. And you'd be waiting ages for your children to grow up as well. I'm on 4-day seasons, and I think I've hit the sweet spot with it there. All right, go on, get rested up, Cringe. Nice to see you today, and I'm glad to hear you feeling a bit better, so we'll catch you next time. Yeah, 30-day seasons. I mean, you get all the work done, but no, it'd take, you'd be bored waiting for crops to grow at that rate. Okay. What else can we do with that other... Sewing hut 1's okay. I can always make leather bags. I do have lots of leather bags to produce. I'll think about that. Don't really care about switching them out. What do we have? Production. There only really is the workshop that needs somebody else in there. Go on then. I'm gonna put somebody in. She was in production, and she'll level up. So what are we gonna go and build in there? I've got it at torches at the moment. Torches and buckets. Wooden plates, clay vials, large wicker baskets, wooden wheels. We want something that's going to sell well, don't we? I guess I need to get clay collected as well. I'm making torches just purely because I can sell them really well. I don't need 26 torches a day. for making bags. I need to cut that down. That's going insane and silly. I don't need 8 buckets a day either, for that matter. 10 torches a day is enough. As is about 2 buckets. So what else can we make? Simple torches, sticks and straw. Do you know what? We could do that because I have loads of straw. Oh, hang on. If we're doing that, they're sticks. Oh, do these not use straw then? It uses some of the straw up. That's the only thing I can think of to really do much with it. Simple torches. I guess we can sell them. They might not be too heavy. Go on, I'm going to put maximum into that because I have so much straw. And really, it's just to craft something to get those skills up, because at some point I might transfer into a more useful building, like a smithy. Oh, I see. So after 3 days of a season, you can skip it anyway, so they do it so they're not rushed. I see. I kind of like that time pressure, though. I quite like feeling, oh, I've got to get the wheat in, or I've got to get those carrots harvested, or whatever. I find that adds to the game a little bit. You can certainly have too short a season where you feel like you're manically rushed trying to get all that done, and that's not so nice. But yeah, I do think you can have too long a one as well. Right, so we've got a fence around there. Let's continue this fence here. Don't know if I can do it at this time of night, so you can see. We're going to go for wattle fences, because they just use sticks. Let's put that in there. I'm going to do it across the entire length. And I'll knock the section out in the middle and we'll put a gate in. Not going to do that for some reason. Okay, well, we'll just do it to here then. And for reasons unknown, this little field here isn't going to have its own separate fence. It's probably because it gets too close to the road that I've put in. I suspect that's what it'll be. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I will partition it off, but not actually put a fence in down that side. And we'll go up here. It's not going to have that for some reason. Why not? Does it cut across? It must cut across a road or something. We'll go this way with it then. Till we hit this one. Put that in there. And then let me go and get a big pile of sticks. And then we'll see where we've got to. And we'll see what needs adding in. That's true, I do work through the night. Just because I can. And it fills in time. I could go and sleep. We're in the wrong place, aren't we? Sticks, please. I should have quite a bit built up now because I've not been using them for much. 1,200. I think we can take... well, let's take... I'll not overload myself. So let's take 38 kilos. And we'll come back just so I can still run. Oh, I don't have a hammer in my hand. Why not? So you can kind of see where we've gone with this. Yeah, I'll put the gate here. I'll maybe do a double gate. So let's get this one done. Yeah, this requires a lot of sticks, so I probably will need to go and get all those other ones. Yeah, I guess if I was doing things a bit more properly, I suppose I could have an extra day or two on the season and just sleep through the night. It's always nicer working in daylight. Trouble is, if you're out in the middle of the woods doing something, you have to faff on building a campfire to sleep. Yeah, I've left the gap. Okay, I'll go and put a little gate on there. Should I put a nice gate? Or should I just use sticks? Probably just use sticks. My guy's panting like an asthmatic weasel. Right, let's change this over. Let's have... In fact, let's just get my Destroyer of Worlds on. That's not going to do the whole fence, is it, if I knock that down? No, it's okay. Go for the stick gate, the wattle gate. Time is it? That's okay. That's my kids back. I could hear the noise of someone running upstairs, and I thought, is that the dog? Actually, the two gates don't actually fit in very well together, so I will put... Yeah, actually, let's rotate this around. Let's see how this is going to work. It's going to be two gates, but they're going to overlap slightly, so this might not work very well at all. That looks silly, doesn't it? Screw it, let's build it anyway and see what happens. And maybe if I'd made them like, yeah, if I put them both at an angle. So I could have made them both meet. That kind of looks crap. It's functional. It's going down. Destroy. I'll just put a fence in there instead. Just to finish that bit off. A little dinky fence. They never quite line up right after you've destroyed something and replaced something. An asthmatic weasel. Yes, that's exactly what asthmatic weasels sound like. I'm sure it is. Should we put a gate in here? We better have, because it'll be exceedingly annoying if we need to... Boom! If we need to come through at some point and there isn't a gate in there. Actually, I think we'll find a gate won't fit in there properly. Nope, they do not. That is annoying. Let's get rid of that one as well then. I did make some wooden gates, didn't I? I haven't made a log gate yet. I should try that somewhere. Oh, I've got to be careful here because there's a... It's not going to go because I've got two fields. Ah, okay. Tell you what, I'll just leave a gap. I'll just leave a gap. It's only for looks anyway, so... I do think it might be quite nice if you had to fence areas off to stop either wildlife or farm animals going in and eating the crops. Maybe that would just be a level of management, though, that nobody enjoys. I don't know. Considering how many sticks it takes to build a fence, it would be a lot of work. I hope this is getting us closer to the mine. I'm assuming building these things does. If it makes no difference at all, and I'm wasting my time, it's going to be slightly annoying. We'll look at the XP gains, see if we got a bit closer. I like the poppies there in the background. They seem definitely to be rocking out to some rhythmic tune. Just let my inner asthmatic weasel recover. It'd be nice to replace these with walls as well, but I probably won't replace them, but rather build new walls in places around some of the other fields. Let's eat that rotten white bread. I like the fact that even the white bread, when it goes mouldy, it still gives you exactly the same food as other stuff, and with no downsides whatsoever. That probably needs patching. Quite nice to see what this stretch of fence looks like in daylight as well. Oh, is it raining in the game? Has it just started? I don't think I've ever noticed it start raining. I've woken up and come out of the house and it's been raining. But I don't think I've ever seen it just start. God, I'm regretting my life choices. Building a massive fence. Did it smell like iron just before it rained? Unfortunately, my graphics card doesn't produce in-game smells. It's only a 10 series one. Okay, let's check the XP, because if this hasn't boosted that up at all. 4,947. I think it's gone up a little bit, but I think building those big houses made the biggest difference. Shall I build another kitchen? Put someone to work in that. Making, I don't know, potage, soup. Anything. We've got onions, we've got meat. Where was this at before? It was I thought it was about 60 points off, and it's moved a bit. So that's not... I thought building all them fences might have added some in. I don't think it's made a huge difference at all. Let's leave it for now. I think just building houses is the best bet. We're going to need some more people anyway. We'll build another kitchen. We'll go back to the house place. I'll go and put the sticks away. Otherwise I'll get overloaded very fast. It's a horrible grind, is that construction XP. A horrible, horrible grind. Because you get past the point where you think, right, I'm just expanding the village and making it look nice. And it really does feel like it gets to the point of you're just building for the sake of building stuff. I mean, extra houses are always going to be useful, but at some point I'll hit the capacity as well for the village, and we can't go any further. I think the big houses seem to be doing okay, though, when it comes to regards to this. So let's put another big one in over here. Let's get felling more trees and get to work as daylight seems to appear. I wonder if making some more useful materials from higher up in the tree, like in the tech tree this is, like the tables and the decorations. I wonder if that would be better. Oh my god, you are kidding me. Right, fetch them down. That's a whole big pile of tree come down there. Oh, that is already a log. Steady, Mark. I'm going to try and kill it even further. I think I'll leave the stumps in for the maples. They're quite nice to grow back. But the birches I'm going to dig up. I'm not interested in saving those from around here. Hey, Gold Bullen. You changed your name? How's it going anyway? Welcome back. Was it ever Gold Bullen? I could have sworn it was, but it might just be my memory playing tricks.